Hello everyone, I am Sujal Giri and today I am presenting our solution Silt Chain AI for the AI driven energy supply the chain reliance the problem. The core idea behind the Silt Chain AI is the simple. India is a high dependent on the imported crude oil, so distribution at important shipping corridor and quickly affected the supply prices and procurement decision. Our system acts as an AI-driven decision support platform. The monitoring risk singles evaluated distribution scenarios, estimate their impact of recommended alternative procurement and routing strategies. The problem statement highlight that India is a import a very large of the crude oil. The significant proportion of this import exposed the critical maritime the corridors such as the Strait Hormuz. If one that there is corridors is the distributed the challenge and not the simplified identify the distribution. The real challenge is deciding what to do next. The alternative source. The to use the how the much supply that can be rerouted, what is the additional cost, transit time could be, and how the response the suit the changes new information arrives. Live intelligence. Stress hormones read says the first layer live intelligence, the shield continuously monitoring the major energy transportation corridors relevant Indian crude supply chain. We also data province so that you can be understand the information coming GDLTA GDLTA to provide geopolitical event the single EIA provided energy market information or Gemini acts the AI analyze corridor risk assignment. The for example, stress the hormones of the currently has the score of 0 of 100 classified the low risk. The 65% is the confidence is the example of set. Decision chain. This is a single chain. The corridor risk index exposure supply gap and economic impact project SRP expose recommendation. Sincere. Now we'll demonstrate the sensor modeling capability. The list distributing voltage state hormones. The purpose of the simulation is to understand distributed critical collateral. They could create the supply gap. What is the response? The optional become the available. Once of scenario execute the sealed chain AI, the translate distribution and estimate the supply gap requirement. This is a scenario. The system model supply approximately 2.110 million barrier a day. The procurement architecture. After identify the supply gap the system, the source of value, cost premium, transit, risk priority, the procurement architecture rank alternative crude source of routing the option using the factor such as the available volume, cost premium, transit time the at the risk. This the source is the procurement architecture and alternative crude the source routing the optional using the factor available over the cost premium transit. For example, Russia USA optional the showing the illustrating allocating transit the time cost advantage, but the system also account the associated risk section of the exposure. The UAE the has been reason the pipeline is another the important alternative because it is a bypass the state or through the alternative route. This is a the Saudi east to the west of the pipeline provide another alternative route, particular when the system that needs the diversify the supply away from the distributed corridor. Why this recommendation model confidence? Sealed chain does not simply output the single attribute recommendation. It is explain why each the option be ranked. Recommendation of the combined available the single illustrate the model estimate the such the capacity cost premium transfer time the model risks. The final reverse page. The final strategy reverse planning the modulate the supply cap cannot completely address the through procurement and routing the system can evaluate how the strategic petroleum reverses could support the response. The summarize the SILT AI address the problem into in decision workflow. The key idea the move the simplify knowing the disturbance happened understanding convince the decision deadlining. The SILT this is a SILT chain AI driven decision support system for building the more realistic energy supply chain for India. Thank you.